My wallet is sobbing. I can hear it. I can hear it in the hall now. It is breaking down, crying.
It turns out that Attila, the arrogant so-and-so, he's got a fake hammer.
Oh, a fake?
Yeah.
Whoa.
As I say, dick.
Welcome to episode 130 of the Legions podcast. A nice round number tonight. We are recording late because of the announcement of the Legions Armoury Experience. So we want to talk about that. But let's get straight into it. So no small talk. Rich, how is the Fishy Fingers YouTube channel going?
It's going amazing, John. I'm up to 1.2 million viewers already.
Really?
Subscribers.
Oh, we should.
Yeah.
We should shut this down. Can you share our video?
I didn't want to break it. I didn't want to break it live, but this is actually my last appearance on the show because this is the ad revenue's already coming in.
Okay, as your parting gift, could you share our video? It probably won't make any difference because
Probably not.
be like,
Not
what is
I'll
this?
share the link. That's fine.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah. It's probably all just toddlers that, don't even understand English.
As long as I'm getting paid, I don't care.
They're all these people in foreign countries learning how to count with Rich.
Yeah. Toddlers be counting back to them going, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You can believe
Why do you have that weird kind of British Welsh accent that Rich has? You're from Mongolia. Anyway, how are you guys? How's Rich? You're good to be back?
Yes, very happy to be back, actually.
And happy and sad, I see on your byline here. What's that about?
Yes. Well, that's the topics we're covering tonight. So happy, obviously, that we're talking about third-party sculpts.
Yeah, that's what we're going to round out the episode with.
The armory is, lots of bare torso pieces. So can't remember everything. It's a mixed bag.
Terrible man. Well, Mal is definitely entertained by the Armory Experience, I think.
I am.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Very excited. Very, very excited. It's
Your wallet is very unentertained, or
possibly, yeah. I mean, one of those where I have to recruit people to get stuff for me to a Brett.
Yeah. Well, I think what we'll do is obviously we'll have a look at what was revealed here. Go to the Four Horsemen channel if you want to get the ins and outs and what matches with what and all the details. I mean, we might mention a few things that we've picked up, but we're not the place for that. This is our opinions on them as fans and excited to see them. And then in the next couple of weeks, hopefully when Kirby actually does his wonderful little tool that he did last year for the Armory, that I kind of manually did for just, in Photoshop for our little screenshots. If he does that, we can do a little episode where we do our own little builds, and that'll be a fun one to do. I'm sure there'll be lots of other channels doing that as well, but they won't be doing our builds, they'll be doing their builds. So quick one with you.
I brought a guest star with
me this today. Is awesome. Yeah, I'm actually
I apologize if he just hits the microphone
today. That's okay.
Basic instinct.
It's a cat, so I won't get mad, whereas when it's you I get like furious.
So this is Tilly. Say hello, Tilly.
Hey, Tilly. Today was the last day of a long last couple of weeks. Well, not long, but last couple of weeks of feeding different neighbours' cats. We had 2 different neighbours that went away on holidays, and we were minding the cats. And one of them, it's the daughter, one of the daughter cats of a litter that one of our cats had during COVID.
Okay.
And the cat's called Nala, which I believe is the character in the Lion King.
Lion King, yeah.
And she is exactly like the male offspring that we have here in terms of mannerisms, how she walks, everything. It build everything. But she's the first cat ever that like gravitates to me instead of my wife first. Because my wife's like a cat person, and cats see her and they like gravitate towards her because they understand. And Nala's the first one that actually goes to me first, and it was very interesting to see the last days to see my wife's reaction as this kind of relationship developed further, because I due to whatever going on, we try and go together because it's fun to go down, and they have 2 other cats as well that are cool, that are actually the sisters of another cat we have, so a lot of nepotism here.
It's an incestuous place, isn't it?
But so we only go together, but if my wife was out over the last days, and then she was doing something with the kids the other day, so I was down doing it, and I sat for like half an hour with the cat on my lap because they're lonely, and I think they've just built up a relationship with me now, so
there you go.
I'm happy anyway. It's good for my ego.
So you can kidnap Nala then.
Yeah, I think she's pretty street. She's pretty streetwise, so she might make short work of hours. So
okay, maybe not. Then. Yeah,
there could be a bit of aggro.
Yeah.
She doesn't get on with the two that she lives with. So imagine introducing her to my four. That's going to be fun. She has a little back. There's a back room or two of the house because it's an old farm house that they live in. There's a back room or two with a cat flap that she generally lives in. So I think that's a way of keeping her out of trouble. But Rich, I wanted to catch up on you because we did have the episode last week about the Jersey Devil. So just a quick one or two impressions. What did you think of it? Are you happy with it? You picked one up? Yeah.
I picked
Cryptid.
Cryptid. I mean,
one of your richest randoms questions. I remember.
Yes. Yeah. As I think Mal said in the episode last week, I've been after cryptids for a long time, so overjoyed to see one. And some people are like, there's so many accessories. It's like, it's a cryptid. You don't need the accessories. It's just a cool, super weird looking figure. Just enjoy it for what it is. I think it looks really good. I love the wings. The translucent sort of aspect of the wings is great. Just the really big neck and head thing just looks ridiculous, which works for that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's the style of character. Some people, because they're not familiar with the character, would be like, "Oh, that just looks odd," but it's supposed to look odd.
Yeah,
I guess is the point.
Yeah, so I got one for my Figure Obscura shelf and one to customize up. So yeah, very happy.
Did you see in the Four Horsemen stream about the Armory? Joe Vasapolo did the Belphegor head.
Belphegor head. Yeah, Belphegor head. Yeah,
with that kind of dark, that black/dark blue.
And it matched perfectly.
To work.
Yeah,
I was feeling you, Rich, when I saw that. I was like, this is something now that might put Rich into a spin.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching. No spoiler alert. I was watching the show, and then it got to Joe doing like various combinations and stuff at the end, and I was like, oh god! And I had to go back through that bit earlier on today, just going through it, going, yeah, I need that one. I need to build that one. Yeah, I need to do that one. So I need to get that and I need to do that, and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, well, so generally happy with Jersey Devil. We'll talk to. I guess we've all ordered them now, so we'll give our quick in-hand impressions when he delivers sometime this month, I believe, or maybe towards the end of this month, I suppose. At this point,
yeah, I think they were talking about mid-September, weren't they, originally, as like a getting to them sort of date. So
cool. Mentioned Richard's randoms there. We had recorded a bunch of them recently, so they're going to be dropping on our Patreon only exclusive. Over the next couple of weeks, we've had 7 already. Eugene Unic dropped this week. Jade Russo is next week. The week after is Bill from Dorclair, Will Dranowski. Then we had Ben Kastanovic. Did I say that right?
You did.
The week after that, and then Joe Gonsalves after that. So then we're up to date, but we might even do a few more in the meantime. Who knows, Rich?
Yes, there's a list of about 20 people, I think, initially.
You've got some West Coasters there that you need to catch up with.
I do. Joe broke the West Coast duck. So we've now got, David and Thomas and a couple other people that we need to get on as well.
So they're really fun. This Rich has a bunch of questions on different, he has Mythic Legions, then he has toys in general, and life in general, and you get to pick about 5 or 6 depending on how the time runs for about each episode, about half an hour. You're very you're the TV producer's dream, Rich. You're nailing like the literally your half-hour slot every time.
I don't know if you noticed, I'm looking at my phone, but I got the timer running on my phone, so it's like, okay, that's enough questions on that section. Let's move.
It brings a level of professionalism that I didn't expect from you. You know?
No, I'm confused myself, to be honest. Sometimes
when you get going about custom parts, it's like, oh my god.
It's like this. The 3 we just recorded, I changed up some of the questions. It's like, originally I was like, I can't be I'm just bothered. No, there we go. But no,
and then
change them up. And
sometimes somebody answers something really interesting, and then of course you have to kind of continue down that road.
Oh,
because
absolutely.
It's too interesting to skip on. What I'd hate is, somebody says something mega interesting and then you're like, right, next question. You're like, come on, Rich.
I'd like to think I'm a better host than that.
Yeah, exactly. You are for sure. Can confirm. So, that's that anyway. Road to Legions Con, we had a brief chat about it ourselves. We're not sure what we're going to do. We're probably going to try and shake it up this year, do something different, because every other show does the Road to Legions Con where they interview all the awesome people, which is great. But we don't want to duplicate all that stuff. So if you guys have any ideas what Road to Legions Con might be cool for you in terms of our show, let us know. Otherwise, we will definitely come up with some angle to do ourselves.
Be warned, everybody. John and Mal are quite strict on ideas. I suggested we should do one where we just sort of said, talk about all the worst stuff we saw last year. And I was immediately vetoed. So, just be wary of that.
It would make a great YouTube thumbnail. It would be clickbait. It would be superb. It'd probably increase the views, but it wouldn't be honest. So,
no, and I'd probably get punched in the face by somebody.
Well, if you join the queue, I suppose we could maybe we could do that at our table this year.
Or punch Rich for $5. There we
go.
Yeah,
you take it. I mean, unless someone like Big Greg came along, I think he'd be all right. As long as you are relatively slight, you can punch Rich for $5.
Yeah.
And if you're really big, you have to nominate a smaller person to to punch him.
Or it's $1,000 to hit me.
Yeah. So well, that's an idea. See, we're workshopping it.
There we go.
Right, Legions Armoury. So it's not the Legions Con Armory, which would be easy to slip into. It's the Legions Armoury Experience. And it's going to be titled the Mythic Legions Armoury Experience on this episode, because otherwise nobody will click on it. Let's be honest. Right. So Jeremy, Eric, with the help of Joe Vaspolo and Big Greg, they did a show last night on the Four Horsemen channel, 2 nights ago, as you see this. And they revealed the Armory experience for this year. Last year was all the knights. You remember all the funky colored knights? We kind of didn't know what to expect. We had an idea what to expect as they told us, but we didn't really know in reality. Now we know. Yeah. We've been there. We've queued up. If you haven't been there and queued up, we'll definitely talk a little bit about it closer to Legions Con, and maybe some tactics. When we do our different builds, we can maybe talk about tactics to get the builds. And maybe try to identify, that could be part of that next episode that we do about these, is try to identify the parts that will be the green cloth goods of this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
Dorclair will be definitely doing, like, the other channel to see all this stuff on, and I've already seen him post some pictures in the cabal about what he's going to talk to on his show this week is Dorclair. He's going to go through this with the tooth comb. He'll have a video as well, I'm sure, on his channel going through all the options. So he's the man. Bill does it thoroughly, properly, and you won't be short of ideas after looking at his stuff. So here we go. It's basically the Colosseum.
Yep, Colosseum.
Gladiators of the Colosseum. Do you remember the story? We had the Colosseum wave all the way back just after Advent of Decay. So what is that now? 2016? And that's where they talked about, fighters. You had Atlas was traditionally one of the gladiators from there. Leandor, all that stuff. Here's some gladiators from, if you were to do a big Colosseum diorama, this would be your dream, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If you like House of the Noble Bear, probably a good one.
There's plenty about it, for sure.
But also, if you like vampires, Rich, put your hand up here. Yeah. Orcs, to an extent. You got some greenskins. Fury, the Fury clan. Can't say no.
Don't mind a bit of red flesh.
Cool, a cool new skin tone in that blue. It's almost like an Archimedes type blue. Skin. I love that they're introducing that. And then we got a new dark skin tone, so it doesn't match Anubis or Calavius or any of those, or Gaspar. that have been released so far. So it's a new dark skin stone. So that's also awesome. These are all the helmeted heads in this picture, and then these are all the unhelmeted heads. And what you're looking at here is also the pre-builds that they're going to do. So if you can't go to Legions Con, or even if you can go to Legions Con and you want more, early next year they will put these up for pre-order, and these will be the builds. And you'll also get the weapons that we'll talk about later, and the extra hands and stuff that comes with the various parts. So you'll get a proper Legions figure with all this stuff. So I mean, so no exclusive unhelmeted heads this year. You see here, what are we thinking of all these unhelmeted heads? Pretty crazy, some of them, but cool.
I love all of them. I think, I mean, it's not often that there isn't a single one that I go, oh, well, that's my least favourite. Okay, just change that slightly. I think I like the 2 human heads the most, because I think they're just super cool heads in the first place. And then
he's a barbarian fan.
Yeah, exactly that. But then I love the repaints of all the other heads. I think that orc head like that looks probably my favourite of orc head that type of orc head. I think the Demetrios, it's not Demetrios originally, is it? But the one that's used for Belphegor head in those colours is fantastic.
Green Demon even works cool.
Yeah,
I didn't think so at first, but I zoomed in, had a proper look at it. Really cool.
I think Red Bardrick is probably one I might, if I pick him up, I probably will try. Might be switched into Cosmic though, I think.
Oh, nice, yeah. Rich, what's your impression of these?
I'll be absolutely honest with our listeners. When I first saw the amount of bare flesh on hand, I was sick to my stomach. I thought people were making more barbarians.
No, he wasn't.
I almost had to take the morning off work. I was like, whoa. And then I spotted one of them was a vampire in red armor, and I've been toying with the idea of having a group of vampires in red armor for about a year and a half. So I'll be getting several of those. So that cheered me right up. Green Demon, I love. I think that color scheme looks really well with that head. And the new darker skin tone too, and that painted head, I think it's amazing. So
yeah,
I was convinced at that.
Yeah, I did a custom in the past, which I believe Trevor Williams now owns, with the Bardrick head repainted in Fury colours. But I actually took the headdress off him and used a bit of green stuff to sculpt just the hair. So it's like hair. So it's like that. So that means it's slightly different to this, because this one is just the original head sculpt repainted. But very cool. I think that they've actually included that. So if we look at the figure by figure here, we're going to focus. We're focusing in on all the different parts later, and we'll talk about our favorite parts and stuff like that. But Magnus Gladiator, don't need to ask Rich here, but yeah.
This is my least favorite.
I've got to say, I wasn't that fussed by a lot of the pre-builds they did last year, although I bought some of them.
Yeah.
FOMO a little bit kicked in as they were selling out. But this one, there you go, front and centre. That's a build I'd possibly have picked up myself. I think it's fantastic. That is an awesome looking character for me, in my opinion.
You put some clothes on him, great character. The trousers are great. The boots are great. It's a good selection of parts, except for the bare torso.
Also, along with another part, a bunch of parts, they've actually given people parts that you could use to make a really cool Santa Claus if you've got the cloth goods from the original Santa. So that head would make quite a cool, badass Santa Claus.
Reminds me more of Bad Santa, yeah.
Yeah. But then, the bare torso, you'd have to find one of the cloth torsos and the arms and the upper body. But then, of course, we've got the red trousers with black boots, which will work really well for Santa's trousers.
Oh, yeah. That's right, yeah. We'll get onto them.
I had to paint the bottoms of the Marley ones to make it match for mine.
Not anymore. Rich, this is your one. So this is basically, this looks like blood armor color scheme.
It is.
Yeah.
Slightly different. It's between the two blood armors.
Okay. But that's kind of
relative.
cool as well.
Yeah, and Joe said on Jeremy's show that it's fairly close to the red leather bits they had last year as well.
Yes.
So you can combine them with it as well.
Yeah.
That's nice. I love these pauldrons. They're the kind of the new, the Valiant Knight pauldrons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I love those pauldrons.
Yeah. No, as I said, I've been after. Sorry, Mal, you go.
No, carry on.
I was going to say, I've been after vampires with red armor parts for so long. So I've got one or two vampire heads I could repurpose towards a group of feisty, bare-chested vampires.
I really like the fact we're getting the full bare arms as well with the tuberculi wrist parts in different colours. I think that's really cool. And this is actually probably my second favourite of the pre-builds. Again, last year there weren't really that many. There's 2 at least here that I'm like, well, there's 3 or 4. I might just buy the all-in after the fact as well as do the Armory Experience.
Yeah.
Well, there's only 6 of the all-in as well, isn't it? So it's nowhere near as expensive as last time either, which is a positive thing.
Yeah.
And so while this looks like the original orc head, and I've watched all the videos and I've looked at all the comments, I haven't had any confirmation on this, but it does look slightly different. The fangs coming out of the mouth look more vertical. The ears look a bit bigger. I don't know.
Could be the white paint, just bringing those features.
Yeah, maybe.
out, perhaps. I don't. Yeah.
Very similar, but yeah. I don't see why they would resculpt or do a sculpt that's so similar to the old one.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So it might just be the white paint, as you say, Mal. Green Demon with the Gladiator Legion Builder helmet, which is a cool helmet as well. Yeah, this works great. Green Demon. So we've had yellow, red via the head pack.
We had purple,
blue. No, I think you've seen too many Jeremy Govia costumes.
Possibly.
And now we have green, so looks great. I think this is one where the armor legs, we talk about the parts as we go along, but the armor legs, not a huge fan of them in this wave, but that works well with the boots because of this type of character and how it looks.
Exactly that.
Yeah, and I like the red, is it the Red Death tabard piece?
Yeah. Same, agreed.
I like the green demon too. Sorry, just diving in at the end there with the cat's not hitting me or the microphone.
Red demon then as well, or I don't know if it's a demon. I suppose he can be a demon for sure.
Yeah, Joe on the post show bit put the red demon head on from the heads pack.
Yeah,
and it worked brilliantly with it. So I fully intend doing that build.
Yeah, this especially. It's the other thing is we're going to get the red tail as well, aren't we? So
we are.
Yeah. All of these come with the Malifar tail, which we'll see in the torso pictures. Which is really funny when it comes to the human skin tone.
It's unsettling, that human skin tone one. It's just like, what the hell?
That was one of the bits that made me chuckle from the from the stream last night. Was Jeremy and Eric. You can see them both like, what are we doing? They felt they had to do it because wine, you're shorting people if you don't give them the tail in that sense.
True, yeah. Just makes that build less attractive. Yeah. I think this helmet works great in the red color with to match the red armor as well, and the glossy black boots here, very cool. Boot heaven here, Mal, for you.
Yeah.
I mean, you were doing some weird modifying to Marley boots at some stage, or was it a Novian lean boots?
No, they were Marley boots. Yeah, boots, well, it was a mixture of the two, the Marley and the Novian lean, and then I took it apart and put the Marley boots back together, and that's what I repainted for Santa.
Now you have a plethora of them here.
I know the belts, the belt pieces. They're my favorite belt pieces. Well, the two different belt pieces, the boots,
so
the leather.
Dark-skinned character here. Also,
This
Calavius head.
This might be my favorite one of the group. Even
Right.
past the vampire.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just the color combination. I mean, the white face paint is amazing, but the really good set of pauldrons, the color combinations of the boots and the cloth goods. It just all works so well together. It's just a really, really good build.
This is the one for me this year where I love a load of it, but I'd like a different belt. So, I love the pauldrons. I love the build in general, but I kind of wish he had a less armored version of the belt. So the leather belt maybe, and but he is so cool, isn't he? The armor painted.
Well, that's what the joy of going to Legions Con and going to the Army Experience will be. You get to change it out.
Yeah, if you like this build, go for that build and just tweak something.
Yeah.
This is the least interesting cloth goods color for me because we have it on Novi and Lean pretty much already.
True.
I think.
But what we don't have. Oh no, I suppose we do. We do. I was going to say we don't have the upper lower leg, but we do, don't we? So.
Yeah, but very cool. And you get the double skull pauldrons that first came on Scally. It was originally just one pauldron on the Legion builder. Yeah, really cool. This could be like a character out of an 80s fantasy movie.
It's like Mad Max sort of vibe, isn't it?
Conan or Mad Max, maybe.
Yeah.
So cool.
Right, this Archimedes blue demon. Awesome. I love the Marley helmet with the green effects coming out of it. Mal will be just slipping two of those into his build by accident.
That's what I said already to you guys, isn't it? I pretty much on everything. It's just going to be the different versions of that head because there are a couple of the one with the crest I quite like, but I'm not fussed by the rest of those helmets. Yeah,
you'll be going around at the convention, Mal, asking anyone who's got that secret head, if you don't want the translucent effects, I'll take them off your hands, no problem at all. Just come out with a suitcase full of them.
Yeah.
So these are the Poxus pauldrons, I believe, in gloss black with metallic.
Yeah, so, best pauldrons in the line.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree there. I love them.
Yeah.
I love the Valiant Knight ones as well, but these are like the kind of weathered version of those, or the kind of gnarly version of those.
Used for all sorts, can't they? As we are seeing here in this.
Mm-hmm. Here you can see the tail in the build, so that's when it works. When it kind of is on a figure that it works with, it really looks cool.
As opposed to just creepy when it's on Magnus.
Well, we see it here. I was like, is that a whip? Because the first thing you do is you look at the top left and you start to cross. So the first is like, what is that in front of him? And then when I saw it in front of the red guy, I was like, that makes more sense. Whoa.
I mean, it could be the demon wangs, you never know.
Yeah, that's immediately what came to my mind. I'm glad you said it though, Rich.
Great. So we have 6 different demon wang colorways. I love it.
There we go.
Yeah, and you can repaint them to your heart's desire. So
Yep.
Right. So now we're in the Armory Experience from here on in. So step 1 is select the upper body. So you got human skin tone or Caucasian human skin tone. You got the green, you got the red, you got the vampire white, you got the dark skin human, and you've got the Archimedes blue, or kind of, would you say, darkish?
Yeah, it's that sort of thing. They kept describing it as like bluey grey sort of
blue
thing.
grey, yeah.
Yeah. And I like with the green too. I don't know if you guys saw on the show, but it's sort of fading into darker green on the tops of the arms and the back and that sort of stuff. Yeah.
The horns, yeah.
Just made that cooler.
Love a bit of fade on a paint job. So yeah, no brainer here with those. You know, easy to pick whatever you want there. Then we got select the lower body. This is where it gets complicated.
So many options.
I'm going to go into this other picture that they put up, which kind of breaks it down into the different sections. So one, you've got cloth upper with the boots. Then number 2 here is cloth upper with the armored lower and the leather shoes, which is Lord Bardrick, basically.
Lord Bardrick, yeah.
Valak and Vardrick.
Yeah. Number 3 is armored upper and knees with the boots.
Which is the paladin.
Right, you see like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got the fully armored lower, which comes in the kind of Vorgus. It comes in a kind of gunmetal. Comes in the vampire phalanx or the black knight. Black.
Yeah, that
and a really bright silver, maybe silver knight.
Apparently the silver has a bit of a black wash on it, so it's closer to Alderic and
Aldric. Okay.
Yeah.
Adalric, yeah.
Adalric, whatever, yeah. And one of the other ones, I forget which one's got a similar armor.
I'd like to point out it wasn't me being the pedant and correcting Mal there, it was John.
Yeah. Just because I was just saving time. Number 1 is
the Templars, to be honest.
Number 1 is the no-brainer here for me every time.
I love all of them.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't see the need for 2, 3, and 4. Your mileage may vary on those, but
I quite like 2. I'm not so fussed by 3 and 4 myself.
Yeah,
I have a strange fascination with the top left one in 3. So the silver armor and the light brown boots. I don't know why, but I think I'll be picking up a set of those.
I mean, I do think it looks cool on the cleric/paladin. I called him a paladin before. Cleric/paladin. I do think it actually looks really good and works really well. But in this instance, I don't. Yeah, not fussed.
Select your armor. So we have a very big picture here. I'm going to focus in on it because
there's a lot.
That's a bit better. There's a lot. So there's 4 of each type. This is the kind of knight armor. It's newish. It's Valiant Knight, is it?
Yeah.
Valiant Knight skirt piece with the Valiant Knight pauldrons, and then you have the best, one of my favorite skirt piece or
piece.
Loincloths.
Loincloths, yeah. And then because if you noticed earlier, all the arms are bare arms. So you get 2 different types of greaves. You get the one that comes on the Skeleton Raider. And
of course
the 2 different types that come on the Skeleton Raider here, basically. The little rings that go around the wrist, or the ones that are longer, go the whole way along the forearm with the 2 leather straps around them. So
and that's a really good touch to put those in. It's just a little thing, but it just gives you so much more, customizability and just to make things a little bit different.
Yeah. The bottom 2 are my favorite here. The red and the more grungy metal.
Yeah.
Jeremy described it more as like Urzok metallic.
Yeah.
So kind of weathered metallic.
Like you, I really like that crotch piece, but I'm just not fussed again by... I like the shoulders as well, but that waist piece isn't what I want for my builds in this instance. So, yeah.
We can do a bit of swapping, maybe.
Oh, yeah, you totally can. Yeah.
I think it's fair to say I'll be getting one of each of the accessory packs in that red to fit out my vampires.
I do like the red, yeah.
Yeah, and then the top is bright silver and it's kind of a darker silver, is it? Darker blackish silver.
I think it's the gloss black again.
Is it gloss black?
It's gloss black,
so.
yeah. There's a gloss black version across the whole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we have the is this Vortog skirt piece? No, something else.
No, you're right. Yeah, it's the Vortog one. Yeah.
Vortog skirt piece. First game with him. Those Scully Bone Splitter pauldrons. That short leather tabard.
Yeah.
And then the same 2 wrist pieces. again in the red. I think the red looks amazing here.
Yeah. To be fair, I think at least 3 of them look fantastic, and I'm sure
that's exclusive to Legions Con.
The red one.
Yeah, I think a bunch of these are.
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
The bottom right, that comes on the dark skin build, doesn't it?
Yes, that's it. Yes.
So that one's there.
Yeah,
but no, both those on the bottom row there are just brilliant sets.
Yeah,
I'm quite torn because I found the last Armory Experience really easy because all the colours matched. Whereas for this, it's like, well, I really want that. I really want that red set. So the other parts, I'll just pick anything because I'm going to take those red accessories and use them on a vampire, and then the other bits, I'll figure something out.
Yeah,
later on down the line.
Yeah, so your red and your silver and your gloss black here are all exclusive. So
I would say actually the fun thing, and it possibly won't work out that way for a lot of people because I think your eyes and your natural sort of inclination is to try and make things match. But because it's gladiators, there's no reason things can't be mismatched. You know, they just piece their armor together, don't they? Well, somewhat. So yeah, it's very cool from that.
Yeah, there's no reason why, like with the ones with the boots and the soft good, you know, why you can't take a leg each and swap them over onto something else.
Yeah.
So you got the set of boots, and then you got 2 gladiators. Maybe they work as a team, and they both got the you know, one leg one color, one leg the other color sort of look.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, or even a bear leg and a
one archer and one armored leg.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Right, then this is the set with the Red Death cloth tabard piece.
Yeah, love all of these.
Hoxus pauldrons, that simple belt with the... Who does that come on, that belt?
That's Terpiculi again.
Terpiculi belt, okay. And again, the same wrist gauntlets. So the one here is the black one down the bottom right, again, the grungy one. That is, again, the one that comes on the green skinned orc. So all the other ones here are exclusive. I love the blue.
Yeah.
Love it. Don't know why.
Really smart looking, isn't it? For something that's meant to look
silver metallic really with kind of light brown. Yeah. And then
I love the red and black and the that might be one I have to grab.
Yeah. Absolutely. So does that belt might come on the Magnus build, does it?
I think it's the other belt, the next one.
Okay.
Yeah, the next selection.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
Yes, it's that one,
Yeah, so all of these are great. Rich, what do you think?
Love them. Again, the red one, I'll have to get one. It's even the blue. The blue's so unusual that even if you didn't go for the blue trousers, that would still work as a really cool.
Yeah, it kind of... The belt and skirt pieces are always the ones that can be a different color to the figure you're making because you can just... As long as it's not like totally the, you know, wrong color, you know, like doesn't go at all with any of the colors, but it can be the opposite side of the color wheel to the figure or something like that and really blend in. As long as it's not jarring, it doesn't have to be a color that's in the figure already, you know?
Yeah, and I'll be getting a few of these, I think, because it's just great parts. Best pauldrons. That Red Death loincloth is awesome. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there'll be a few of these.
Yeah, the dream would be sometimes to just go through. Can I just get like baggies of stuff? Figures.
Yeah, towards the end, can I just what's left? If there's
might be lots of swapping at the convention.
And maybe
I'll swap you this loincloth for that one.
Yeah, we need to hook up with Brett. Maybe he'd be into that. Because these are not skeletons, so are nice that he can make skeletons out of. So he might be at a loose end as to what to do here. Right, yeah. So this is the belt piece that comes with the human Caucasian Magnus gladiator. So it's that other belt that comes with the knights, like I think Elijah, Sir Gideon, the pauldrons that come with Valak originally.
It's just Gideon, isn't it?
And that tabard piece has been in the line forever. It was on the old Orc Legion builder. Yeah, it's the one with the kind of the leather little flaps with the little metallic rivets on it.
It's probably the one that to me gives off gladiator vibes as a piece.
Yeah, and it works really well in all these color schemes too. You're right.
Yeah.
It's a really old piece, but actually the color schemes they've used here really bring it to life.
Oh yeah, I've used it in customs where I've been like, oh, that one doesn't work. This one always works. Mightn't be the perfect one, but it always works.
Yeah. Funnily enough, I think of these, it's the top two, the two brown leather that I prefer, and not because of the belts. It's the colours of the shoulder pauldrons don't quite work for me on the other two.
But here you could get the gloss black one and the red one, and you could swap out the belt and the tabard piece to make all black.
Very cool, actually.
And then you get the brown.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the sound you're all going.
Yeah.
How am I going to trade away those parts so that I can get these belts?
So, somebody from work went to the Netherlands on holiday last week.
Cool.
Speaking of sound, and they brought back these little Dutch apple cakes, little individual
nice
sort of thing. And they'd been there for a couple of days, and then I went into the office yesterday for the first time this week. I'm bit into one, and apparently the sound I made everybody stop what they're doing and just turn around. They were like, "It's that good then, is it?" I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god."
Yeah, the Dutch are they can bake.
Oh, they were so good.
Not just hash cakes.
Sorry, I'd taken us off topic, but yeah, there we go.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're just three grown men talking about belts and tabards and pauldrons.
Yeah, not even toys, toy components.
Right, and now we're talking about helmets. Huh? How big's your helmet?
Head and helmet.
So, a lot of exclusivity here too, among the Armory Experience that aren't going to be in the pre-builds. Top row, we have the Gladiator from the Deluxe Legion Builders wave originally. So it's that kind of oval shaped helmet with the almost like a mohawk type shape down the middle of it and two eye holes and a little curved up collar. You got it in the vampire red, the silver, the gloss black, and the grungy metallic and copper. The red is in a build, is in a pre-build, and the black is in a pre-build. So the red is in the Fury pre-build, and the glossy black is with the, or no, it's not the black, it's the grungy one is with the orc. So they're cool. I mean, do you like that helmet, Rich?
Yeah, and it's really like authentic too.
Yeah,
in terms of the gladiators and that sort of stuff. So it's a really cool one to have.
And Mal,
I'm not fussed by the top row at all.
No,
they don't do anything for
not your thing. It's too.
It's a bit
too kind of grim. Yeah,
it's creepy. I think that's part of the reason I like it. Actually, particularly with the darker color ones, they look really quite creepy. You imagine walking around a corner in a town and there's two guys wearing those helmets just staring at you. You're like, oh, okay.
Calavius helmet then originally red, silver and gold, gloss black, silver, copper, and that kind of weathered metallic silver. Very cool as well. Love this helmet. Works with so many types of figures. The far right one here, so the weathered metallic and the copper, that's the one that comes in a pre-build. All the other ones are only at Legion's Con, so I don't think... Sorry, Mitch, go for it.
I was going to say, I will definitely get him one of the red ones, because that will save me having to get like a proper vampire head. I can just pop that on and go, yeah, it's a vampire, but he's wearing this cool mask.
Funnily enough, of these, the one I like the most is the one that comes on the pre-build, which was part of, one of those things that added to my maybe I'll just get an all in from that as well.
I like the red one the best, like Rich, so yeah. Then the classic gladiator helmet comes on Pixis, Deltagar, so Lord Bushotti himself, the Alpha.
It's a good helmet.
Comes on the Paladin, does it? Does it come with the Paladin figure? No.
Oh,
don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Okay. Comes with the.
I think I think one of the questions was whether one of them on the live show is whether one of these would work with a paladin. So
maybe the yellowy one.
That was it. Yeah,
yellow and black stripe.
He said you could paint the yellow gold with a little
to be
match, which I will say that's what I would do if I got that one. Otherwise, the other three, I really like the other three, and that's my least favourite is the black one of these.
I was looking at this going, well, I really like the black one because it's got the two-tone colour. I was like, but I'm not a huge fan of the glossy black. And then it was just like, oh, idiot, you can just buy one of the other ones and just paint it. It's not difficult. It's just a square of colour over the top. This is not rocket science.
I really like the red one of these, though, the Blood Knight colour one of these. I think that looks really sinister, really cool, as does the dark metal one. I think they both look like, scary.
That dark metal and copper colour scheme just works well on everything.
It does, doesn't it?
It's just so good. Yeah. And you could use it with pretty much anything that's not like just a fully armoured knight. Anything else it's going to work with.
I'm surprised how much I like it, to be honest with you, but it looks really good. Yeah.
I love all of these. So, I think if I had to, I think the bottom row is my row.
You like me a bit as well, then, yeah.
But of these, I'd pick the racing stripe one, the gloss black with the yellow and black. I don't know. I just think it's different. It's cool. Second, the blood armor one. Yeah. Yeah. And then the bottom row. So this is the head that came special secret packed in with Marley, the original Marley and the retailer Marley, I suppose. And now we get in a bunch of different colors: blood armor, the silver and gold, bright silver and gold, gloss black and silver, and the copper and metallic, kind of weathered metallic, with also the translucent trails coming out of the eyes, Mal, just to kill it completely.
Yeah.
Has been amazing. Yeah, purple trails for the blood armor. Sorry,
nice. All right.
Kind of jade green for the silver, bright silver. More of a kind of a yellow green for the gloss black one, and snot green, and orange for the copper one. So anyway, Mal, wax poetic.
They're all so good. I will admit, without that little light bit coming out of the plastic bit coming out of them, a couple of them I'd probably like, they're fine. But they just make them 10 times better. I don't know, it's going to be a fight because I want the blood armor version of the gladiator helmet, it's a Roman style helmet, isn't it, Rich? Really, or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
But I want one of each of them as well, so that's going to be a bit of a battle. I know we get one of them though in the pre-builds, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's the blood armor one.
The blood armor one is on the map.
There you go. That's going to work out well.
Which is great because I want one of the blood armor ones. Again, Joe's cost me a fortune here. On the show, put one on to Vorgus Familius 2 and looked amazing. And I've got a spare Vorgus Familius 2. And I know exactly what I can do in terms of character for that build. So yeah,
he's a bit dusty at the moment, but I might swap that out for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
he's very dusty. He was going to be like a henchman to Vorgus Familius.
Yeah. So kind of have to think here. How many figures are you thinking of getting? And the 16 helmets here, so
I need to sit down and do builds.
Absolutely. We need Kirby to pull his finger out and sort that.
Be nice to Kirby. He's the best. Time, Kirby. We anyway might have other stuff to talk about next week, judging by the tease at the end of the show.
Killing us, aren't they?
Well, we're still waiting on those day 2 exclusives, aren't we? So.
Oh yeah. So. We've got 16 here, possibly 10 are exclusives, so maybe that's the way to go. But then you'd have to buy all the pre-builds. So. Yeah,
that's the thing. It's a real balancing act.
Yeah.
Like last year when we went, I was like, I'll get 4 builds because we went to intern, so you could get 4 there. And then ended up carrying over 7 anyway. So it's this year, it's just like, well, whenever I get a chance to go away from the table, and there's no queue, I may whip around the Armory Experience. So who knows how many I'll come back with.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Yeah.
you probably only need one for each fleshy torso with a different build for each one. So 6 builds.
These are the weapons you're going to get. Everyone gets these. It's
And more
the baggie
belts.
with all the weapons. 4 belts, yeah, including that one that goes over the shoulder. Cool. So that cool big massive sword. I love that axe with the wooden handle, and the hammer that comes with
Or mace.
Elijah
Changed out.
mace, yeah, and shield. Yeah, I have that a lot already.
Yeah.
It's the round shield.
That hammer mace is my
Shield.
favourite weapon in the line, I think, now. So I'm always happy to see that.
Well, you're going to have a lot of them soon.
Yeah, I still got most of mine all bagged up from last year.
I think all of mine, every one of mine is still bagged up from last year.
Incredible. And last but not least, the little gold gift. So you choose one of these each time. Obviously, if you get 5, you can get the 5 different, assuming they're all still available. You got the rat. Comes with Ganesha. Originally painted like a rat. You got the Christmas toy. Came with Santa. What is that? No. Yeah, it's some sort of an elf or something, is it?
Yeah, so I just sort of took it as like a doll. That's
Some sort of a
kind
doll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holly leaf.
Guess which one I'll be picking up.
Well, for your daughter,
With a
yeah.
child called Holly. I'll have to get that one.
Who did that one come with? The holly leaf? One of the figure obscuras for sure.
Is it?
I don't actually know.
What's the name? Ghost of Christmas Past. Is it with, or is it?
Oh,
That would make sense
possibly,
because
yeah.
I don't have her. So
Yeah, I don't have her either. So
Do
one
I?
of the only figures I don't have. So I don't know it. Apples from Ganesha as well. These 3 apples, they're stuck together. They're not separate, but cool. And then the book from the Pox's weapons pack.
all I can see looking at that rat in gold is an armadillo. It doesn't look anything like a rat anymore. It looks like an armadillo.
Because of because of the simple gold.
Yeah, I think it just the patterning. It just looks. Yeah, so I'm gonna have an armadillo as well, for definite.
Love it. So that's the Legions Armoury Experience. How about that?
Oh, so excited.
Yeah, I'm not as excited as Mal, but I am surprised by how much stuff I think I might need to buy.
Incredible.
I'm glad I'd already told myself that this year it's going to be more focused on horseman stuff than custom stuff because I've got so much custom stuff already. So,
but we're all painting like crazy, Mal. Come on.
yeah.
Nobody listened to Mal. It's all about the custom stuff. Never mind the horseman.
To be fair, I'll probably buy some newer stuff. But I can't help myself. But yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Priorities are priorities. You got to make them. Rich, do you want to do custom parts? You want to leave it till next week? Shall we do it?
Yeah, we can get through in just about half an hour, can't we? As long as it's not going to mess up you in terms of
do half of it.
No, let's see how we go. We can get 3D parts news. We always do it every month. We're probably a week late already, so Rich has put it together. We got custom parts August 25. Oh, what's this?
We're starting off with most important custom parts, and these are 2 of the 12, I'll say it again, 12 exclusive heads that the Eurolegions podcast will have on our table.
I'm not even sure I know all 12, to be honest.
I couldn't remember one the other day, and I commissioned them all. So it's just like, dear God. So for those of you that watched the show last week, you'll have seen or heard us talk about this, but this is a Sharkman head. It's based on a prehistoric shark, so instead of teeth all the way around, it has one row of teeth going right up the middle of the mouth on the bottom and the top. It's an amazing sculpt. Please come and buy lots from us.
Yeah, love it. And obviously you can go with a bunch of different figures. It doesn't have to be blue.
Absolutely. And you can paint it to match one of the new Armory Night builds and then have a grey blue shark or a red shark if you want a Fury shark, man.
That Malafar tail might even work on a kind of a humanoid shark.
Yeah.
You say semi in jest, but this is the great thing about all the custom heads that will be available, not just on our table, but every table, is you can add them to those Armory Night Experience, and and there will be people who are so quick and have painted them to match that anyway.
Yeah.
It'll be awesome.
And once again, nobody listened to Mal. The Euro Legions table. This is the one.
Oh, come to us first.
And then next up, we have another prehistoric shark man. Oh, shark that I've turned into a shark head. And this one is a bit bonkers, even for our sort of stuff. So the shark in real life had a dorsal fin with a flat top. So we moved that to the top of his head, kept the same sort of texturing and that sort of stuff. And he's got massive, great big teeth. The two painted ones, I should say, in the pictures were painted by Mark Calvo, who did a fabulous job. I've got a match to Azar and Zazar, but obviously you can just paint them normal shark grey. You can match them to any of the new bill, the Armory Night colours, anything like that. They are fun heads. If you like shark people, and who wouldn't, they're good heads.
Yeah.
And there'll be 10 more, not sharks, but 10 more exclusive heads over the next few weeks as well.
Well, not just heads, no?
Oh, and we have a companion as well. We do.
Is that counted in the 12?
No, that's extras. That's 13. We have a wee beastie, don't we?
I was counting him. I really don't know all the 12. Right, Mow Away.
Yes. So Diego's been sending us stuff direct. Bless him. Yes. Really good stuff. And he always does just slight variations of stuff too. So, if you like one element of a head, but not another one, then you can get a very similar thing. So here we've got 6 Cyclopes, or whether the plural is. Really cool.
Cyclops.
No, shut up, Mal. Mine sounded better. You got 3 with helmets, 3 without helmets. You got beards, no beards, tusks, no tusks.
They're cool.
Really cool. I'd love to see a paint. I haven't seen any painted of these yet. I'd like to see a painted one. And if it looks good, then I'll definitely try and find one at Legions Con. Then we have some Medusa heads. We have 2 with helmets, 2 without helmets. There's 2 sort of calm, you don't realize you're going to turn you into a stone statue. And then 2 aggro ones with the tongue sticking out. Fabulous sculpts. We've had quite a lot of Medusa sculpts, but again, this is up with any of them, I think.
Yeah.
It's unique and, a gift for painters, not.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a Medusa.
It is if you want to show off, but wow.
Yeah, I had a Medusa head painted by somebody, and yeah, he's not painted much of me since. I think that's probably because of that.
You realised he undercharged you.
Yeah. These, I think, are my favourite of the sets. This is all like a Greek themed set, obviously. We've got Minotaurs. Anyone that has listened to me talk about my custom factions, I've got a custom faction of Minotaurs. So I will be getting one of these for definite. I'll be getting one of the ones on the right-hand side with the double braided beard. I'm painted like a Highland cow. And I'll be getting it from Mark
big
Calvo.
Bullocks, don't you, Rich?
Can't get enough of them, mate. I've got a collection upstairs. But again, yeah, you got the beard in 1 braid, 2 braided beard, no beard at all, snarling, closed mouth, the whole works. But yeah, Mark painted one of these up like a Highland cow, and I love that. So I've been wanting a Highland cow character for a while. So yeah.
I think I like the ones with the braids the best. I think it has a bit extra character to them.
It's just a bit different, isn't it? Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
And then we have the human part of the Greek collection. So it's a bearded gentleman. Again, he's calm, he's angry, he's furious, he's shouting. And then Diego's also done a helmet sculpt. So Greek helmet sculpt that can go over the top of these. I think of any of the humans that he's done, I think that's the plan sort of thing. So you can see the human head in the bluey colour on the right there, and then the orange helmet that goes over the top. I might have to get one of those too.
Yeah, it looks like the helmet's got sort of meant to have the carvings of the Minotaur and Medusa in it. That's very cool.
Oh yeah, I didn't spot that, Mal. Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting one.
Yeah, very, very
It's an awesome looking thing. And then this was just dropped by Diego, and there's so many good ones in this. So it's 4 different characters, again, variations of each. There's an amazing lion at the top there. Again, I'll be asking Mark to paint one of these for me because he painted one with a black mane the other day, which looked amazing. So I'm going to have to get one of those.
It's almost human looking. Lion.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. It's one of the best lion sculpts I've seen, actually. Again, braided hair. One of them's got braided hair, mane. One of them's got a beard. with braids in. Then you've got underneath that, there's 4 crows.
Lovely.
So there's just
yeah,
they're good, aren't they? Crow head, crow with an open mouth, crow in a hood with a closed mouth, and crow in a hood with an open mouth. Brilliant sculpts. I love these. Definitely get one of those.
I can hear those crows.
Then we have like an undead demony thing underneath that. It's in a hood. 2 of them have got horns. 2 of them don't have horns. Again, really creepy look. Again, the sort of thing if you paint it up to go with, one of the demon builds, maybe that bluey grey demon from the Armory Experience, shove that tail on. Yeah, some sort of soft good cloak. It's creepy as hell.
Yeah, the one with the horns feels like it could even be, a fun version of Krampus, because the one on the end with the horns and the beard, it's got that sort of vibe to it. I really like that.
I'm not sure as it gives me a fun vibe, Mal. Like a terrifying version of Krampus, then yes.
That's fun, isn't it?
And then the bottom row, you've got 4 human heads. Sorry, Mal, you going to say something?
No, I was just going to say these are my very favourites because they've been cyberpunk a bit, wasteland punk, sort of Mad Max-ish, aren't they?
You describing them, Mal? Give me a break to drink some beer.
Okay, so we got 4 heads variations of the theme. You've got 2 that don't have a scarf over their mouth, but one's got goggles, one hasn't, and then you've got the versions of those with scarf over their mouth, and they come with an extra piece around to put around the shoulders, and they've got like a little close cut mohawk, and the goggles have got sort of that they're a bit more like pilot goggles or motorcyclist goggles, which is what came to mind for me. You could see him riding on a bike across a wasteland. I might have to pick up all 4 of them. They're the same.
Yeah, I love the unmasked one without the goggles. I think that works really well would work really well with Mythos. And then the goggles.
Sorry,
I was going to say, and then the goggles with the mask and scarf for Cosmic. Obviously, because my Cosmic is human free, my Cosmerium. So,
and I think you could get away with the one with the scarf and no goggles in Mythic as well. Really, I think that there's some sort of bandit.
You probably could actually. Yes, yeah. And Planetary Dog Toys, although they've probably stopped it now, but they had quite a couple of cool bandits with masks over their faces too.
Yeah.
Okay, then. And now we're on to our friends over at Dwarf Lord Toy Designs with some, very cool sculpts. Who knows where the ideas originally came from, but they're very cool. So you have the top left, I'm not sure what it is. It's like a angry orc, maybe with some sort of sci-fi looking helmet. Could be maybe meant to be like Darkseid or, some sort
Reminds me of
comic
a bit, but
Thanos, not Darkseid. Sorry, yes.
Socket Jaw suggests it's meant to maybe be Trap Jaw.
Be Trap Jaw. You got better eyesight than me, Mal, and I put these things together. Then we have a gaggle of dwarves on the rest of them. So we've got one called Hardhead, Dark Tanyan, which I like the name of, Mavrock, and Cavern Avenger. Again, some really cool ones. The first guy's got really long braided beard. He's got his hair's almost like in 3 bits standing up. Pretty cool. One of them was like a wizard type sort of look with a long braided beard. And then you've got a horn, it could be a drinking horn or it could be a horn to, warn people, etc. as well.
I think that's my favorite thing here.
Okay, and now we've got Jay's Armory. If anyone's looking for Jay's Armory, his website is onepercase.com. So nothing to do with Jay's Armory. We've had this second time I think we've had him on now, and doesn't have that much stuff generally. I mean, he has a good range of stuff, don't get me wrong, but there's not like, tons of stuff all the time sort of thing. But here he's got an Egyptian themed big cat head. So it's, I'd say a lioness, but it could be, any sort of big cat really. With the sort of braided hair at the back, and then a big Egyptian sun motif on the helmet, and then a cobra as well. I'll definitely be getting one of these at some point. That's brilliant. And then he's also done, I say Action Figure Fusion has sculpted them. but they've also done a couple of different waist pieces as well. So a couple of different belts. One with on the top right there, the coverings go over the thighs, and then there's another one with a shorter belt piece, and then it's got a loincloth as well with it. Really cool stuff. If you're into the Egyptian style stuff, go grab them. Then we have Noble Bear Customs, who's been dropping the occasional little cosmic thing recently. So we have a teeny tiny little robot on wheels on the left hand side there. I think Johnny 5, but tiny. It's up to like the knee. But yeah, with like a head sort of look to it. And again, it's probably built so you could pop Legion's heads on it, or Cosmic heads on it, or whatever sort of thing if you wanted to. Very cool little dio piece though for Cosmic. And then speaking of dio pieces, you also have like a computer station. So it's opened up and there's a screen there and like a keyboard and that sort of stuff. Again, like cool little pieces. These are the sort of cool pieces I think you get at Legion's Con that you don't necessarily get other places.
Yeah, I love the computer thing. It's great. Especially.
Then we have Blackbeard Tatch. He's done a female knight set. So we've got a really cool armored torso, pauldrons, nice looking mace, cool shield, and then there's 4 different head options. So you got a lady with a lovely set of, is it curtain cut? Whatever they call it across the
Bangs.
Front there. Bangs. Okay, I'll go with Mal on this one. And then you got the lady again, slightly different hair
on hair.
Yeah, slightly different haircut, and she's got an eye patch. And then you got
like that one.
It's a good one, isn't it? And then you've got her wearing a helmet, and you can see her full face. And then you've got the helmet and with the face guard as well. Really nice set. Nothing for me because I don't have many 2.0 figures, but a really nice set nonetheless.
Yeah, I must admit, I like the 2 heads without helmets, and I'd be tempted to pick them up, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. It's knights again, isn't it? So
no,
it's
and I'll
very
be really
cool, very nice looking set. But
yeah, and all the stuff we've been talking about for the last few months on this section, I think it'd be interesting to see what's at Legion's Con.
Yeah,
it's like if it's a maker like Blackbeard, who people know of, but maybe not one of the big ones. How many people will have their stuff and that sort of stuff? So it's quite interesting to see, or will be interesting to see.
Yeah.
And a couple of bits from Blue Inferno figures. These are sculpted by Rogue Printing Machine. We've got a really cool. It's meant to be a dragon, but it's almost like a human dragon hybrid sort of thing. It's got quite a with the side profile there. It's got quite a human-esque sort of shorter face, but dragon scaled and spiky skin and a couple of horns. Really good sculpt. Really like that. And then there's a human wearing a helmet that I think is meant to be like a paladin or that sort of character to go with the dragonkin type character. So they're both really cool. Then our friend Gianluca, he normally sculpts for other people, but every now and again he'll drop a set of his own. And you can buy the STL files, but like Jason Rodriguez does. So he's gone for some human heads here. There's a torso with a really cool lion emblem, so Leodicius faction. A couple of pauldrons, and then you have 7 different heads. You got human with hair, bald and a beard, bald no beard, hair and a beard. Jesus. Then you got one with a really creepy mask, and then you got another one where it's the face is revealed and the mask has clearly been pushed up to the back of the helmet.
And then you got the best one, Mal.
It's really weird. It reminds me of something, but I can't think what it is. But yeah,
describe it, Mal. It's cosmic. Go for it.
So it's a skull, but it's got a real robotic element to it. So the eyes are a sort of cyborg looking. It's got what look like 2 electric socket points stuck on the side of the head, and there's almost a helmet on top of that as well. It's scary as.
Okay. Yes. I thought you liked this one, Mal. And then we've got a store exclusive from Rocket Fist Customs, who his stuff will be there. I don't think Jared himself's going to be there, but Josh, because him and Josh Brown share a lot of pieces. So Josh will have Jared's stuff there. It's just sculpted by Blackbeard Tatch, and it's called La Choo Choo. and it's a creepy as looking bunny human hybrid type weird thing.
It's so, I mean,
is it Donnie Darko type thing?
No, there's a current massive craze called Labubu at the moment, which they're like the new trolls.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yes.
Yeah, and so it's like a nightmarish version of that head, the face they've got. Yeah.
Because the creepy rabbit head on the other week you wanted as well, didn't you, Mal? So
yeah.
Mal's creepy rabbit collection.
I need to. Yeah, there's so much stuff I want, but as I say, anyway.
Next up we have Borderland Horde, and I've realised I spelled Horde wrong on the slide there. Apologies, gents. It's an undead knight. I really like this one. So you got lots of like screaming faces coming out of the armor. And I think if you painted them up so they were like flesh color, so as if like people were actually trapped in it, it'd be really creepy. The pauldrons again have got screaming faces, and then the head is a skeletal. I'm going to presume a demon in life. It's got like little chin spikes protruding off it, and then big curved like ram's horns. Really nice set. Again, looking forward to seeing one of these painted up. And then on the right, so that was sculpted by Gianluca, sorry. And on the right is something that's sculpted by Jason. Jason Rodriguez does a little bit of stuff for them now as well. And this is it's like an avian knight type sort of thing. So the pauldrons have got like they've got feathers on them. The crossbow's got like a feather motif to it as well. And then the torso rather, is like a cloth torso, but again with like feathers sort of thing just under the neck. So you could use it as an avian warrior or like a knight with an avian obsession. Right then, we are whipping through these, aren't we? Wow. Action Figure Fusion. Only one set from him this month. It's called the Penance Armor Set. Now, he did one called the Penitent ages ago, which was a computer game character that it was basically based on. So I'm not sure if this is the same thing, but it's some really cool stuff. So there's a helmeted head where the helmet's a human face with hands clasped over the face, like it's panicking.
Very cool to add to your gladiator build.
Could be very, very good for gladiator build. No, absolutely. And then the one on the right again, I think would work really well as a gladiator build. Yes. So it's again, it's a masked head, but it's a human crying, and then the spikes coming out all the way around the side of the head. That would look really good on a gladiator as well. And then, as with all the Action Fusion figure sets, there's matching pauldrons, shins, feet, bracers. Then there's a sword that's got like barbed wire around it, which again makes me think it may be from the game because the other sword did. And then a really, really cool flail. She's got the handle, and then what I really like actually is that the chain is set slightly off the top, so it looks like it's hanging down a little bit and then coming out. And the flail head has got a face on it as part of the setup. Really, really nice set. I'll definitely be getting some of these bits. Yeah, and as Mal said, they will work brilliantly with gladiator builds.
Yeah.
And this is another Action Figure Fusion set. So it's a banshee. So you've got a screaming banshee head with a hair sticking up and everything. You've then got a sullen head with a hair down and covering her eyes. And then a torso piece with a little body type thing going on there.
That hair down one looks a bit like Beluilith, doesn't it?
Yes, you could use it for that, definitely.
Yeah. Beluilith update. She has stayed standing now since the weather has cooled down.
Excellent.
In the heat.
Love it. So we did tease these in previous episode?
We did. So I just thought I'd chuck them in because this obviously is a 3D parts episode. So this is a set of stuff that Mark Calvo and Diego from Moway have come up with together. It's designed to go with the new knights, basically, that we've had from All Star 6 and Necronominus. So you have... Sorry, do you want me to get this?
Maybe now the gladiators too.
And maybe now... Oh, yeah, these helmets would work on the gladiators, some of them. Good point. So on the left, you've got a human face with beard. I think there's without a beard option, and
really
mustache and that sort of stuff.
I think.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah,
with chainmail around it. And then you've got a set of 5 or 6 helmets, which are designed to fit over the top of the unhelmeted human heads from the new wave. So like Sir Elijah, Sir Adel, anything that's got the chainmail sort of look. So you've got one that's like a Norman helmet with the nose guard coming down and quite a pointy top. You got one that's been like a conquistador, and there's a picture of it there on the right hand side on a skeleton. There's another one with a face covering, which would work really well, I think, as a gladiator. Yeah. There's one with the whole face covering as well, which might work. And then like a Swiss guard. If you've ever seen the Swiss guard and the Vatican, that sort of look to them as well. Yeah. So really great set of helmets. Yeah. Oh, drawing breath here. Right then. John's giving me a strict time limit, everyone, so I'm making sure I'm keeping pace.
You're doing a good job.
To get the episode out, you know.
I know.
You're amazing. That's why I'm trying to stay quiet.
So, Josh Brown Customs. As I said, Josh will be at Legions Con. Lovely guy. I had a quick chat with him last year and then probably forgot to go back and buy anything, but I will be buying stuff this year, Josh. They're doing a range of exclusive Legions Con exclusive stuff. So first up, they're doing a series. I'm not sure how many's going to be in it, but this is the first one of kaiju heads to fit on trolls. So the first one's called Spike Head, and it's like a giant shark with a giant pointed head. I'm not sure if it's based off anything. I mean, things like Pacific Rim and that had these sorts of things as kaiju, so it might be where the original inspiration came from, maybe, but it's a really cool looking head. And there's a picture there on the right hand side of what it looks like, unpainted, but what it looks like on a troll. You tempted by these, gents?
Really, really like it, but I troll things, I'm just not, yeah.
Sorry, I wouldn't buy something for a troll, but yeah, it's cool. Maybe a Rakugor scale?
Yes. I mean, that's the thing. When I first saw this, I was like, oh, if they scale that down a little bit, then there will definitely be this sort of shark beastie thing going in my collection. Yeah, so watch this space for the other troll scale ones. And then they've also got a couple of Legions Con exclusive 2-packs. So at the top, you've got a couple of female head sculpts for the 2.0 bodies. So you've got like I guess almost like a banshee type thing. Again, really long hair and a massive long tongue sticking out, which is quite creepy, quite frankly. And then you've got like an elf princess next to it with a little crown, big pointy ears, looking very happy and smiley. And that comes as a 2-pack. And then I've realized I've missed a picture off here, so this is not great, but the other 2-pack will be the head you see here, which is a human knight wearing like a ferocious, could be a vampire, it could be a big cat, that sort of mask that can be pushed up over the top of his head, as you see in the picture on the right there. And then the other thing in this pack is they are doing ethereal pieces, so like a translucent ghost neck. So you can put, like, you know, lots of people are making the helmets now that go over heads. Yeah. You can get a helmet and just pop it over this ghostly, glowy sort of thing.
I like that.
And apologies, I forgot to put the picture in. But yes, so that's a 2-pack, the ghosty bit and this cool head. Right, I'm going to take a slug of beer now. Bear with me a second. Mal, you start.
So we've got some super gruesome, dark fantasy-looking characters here. First one is, excuse me, I would suggest some kind of necromancer or mage who has like an all-seeing eye in the top of his head, his forehead, but his eyes are then look like the flesh has melted across them. So he's screaming, either in pain or ecstasy. I guess it could be if he's doing incantations. He's got big earlobes that look like they've had those earrings that stretch your ears, or plates or something in them previously, in a beard. The next picture is a book on a plinth, very cool accessory for photography and that sort of thing. You could do your own little sketches in it to do that. And then the next two are the same sculpt with variations. One has a small goatee beard and looks like he comes with a plank of wood, probably some sort of prisoner.
Yes, they're two.
Wood's got the chain on it. Sorry, Rich, go.
Yeah, no, they're two separate pieces, but there's a lock on the wood, so it's as if he's like in the stocks or something like that, and has got it with it on. Yeah,
and then the other one's just like a dog collar chain around his neck, isn't it? As if he's chained to a wall or something like that. So.
But most importantly, he's bald, everybody. So a good
yes, he's quite a shrewy face, a big nose with the with the beard and big ears as well. Yeah. He looks like he's probably been starved for a while.
Yes, and these are by all Skull Customs 00 as well, by the way, we should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's onto his like weird, like the sets have a theme sort of thing generally. So like the first picture on this one was the last one in the previous set that we talked about last time. And now we're on to like the executioner thing, hence the two prisoner heads. And now we've got an executioner style head. So there's a cloth neck piece and then a separate head that goes with it, which is a hooded head, but he's got the noose around his neck. So, to intimidate people, if you're a big executioner, you can intimidate them that way. And then there's a slightly battered and bruised version of the same head, where he's got stitches in the hood where he's put it together. The cloth shoulder piece is torn. He's like lost part of his facial cloth and he's shouting. Really cool head. Then you have a brilliant head on the far right, which I will definitely be getting. It's a creepy MFer. And it's a knight helmet with a raised visor. And we've had a couple of similar things, but I think this is the best one I've seen so far. Knight helmet, raised visor, and then just like this demonic, massive tongues coming out of it. And there's huge, and I mean huge, big fanged teeth as well, which you can't see brilliantly in this picture. But if you see a head-on picture of it, that's there to see. The next one, the two bottom left, Mal. Yeah, I saw them in translucent, so there's going to be like, definitely for you.
I saw the green, translucent green.
Yeah. It's like Slimer for Mythic Legions, I think would be the best description. It's that sort of shape. It's like something that's melted or has gone to goo. So there's just like holes where one eye should be in, an eye bobbling around on the other side. And
I see it as something like it sort of has encapsulated someone's head and possessed them, maybe,
nice.
Yeah. That's how I'd use it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like that idea, Mal. And then there's basically the same thing, but it's got a crown on as well. So it's possessed a king. But yeah, translucent, particularly I think with the crown. If you get a translucent sculpt, get the crown painted. Yeah. So you got the translucent thing, but with a physical object on top of it. I think would be really good.
That'd look cool.
Yeah.
I love this guy as well.
And then, Mal, you describe him, dude.
Gives off Joker vibes, but some kind of medieval Joker that's maybe been possessed. I think he's got, as in his face at the bottom, been pulled taut, saying to him a grin, and I think he's got something on his jaw that's pulling that down. But then he's wearing it's a little bit of a sort of like an executioner's mask, but with big holes cut in it, so you can see his eyes that are staring wide. And then it's a variation on that with what looks like an electrocutioner's crown, whatever you would call it, on top of it.
I think you're right. It probably is the electric chair sort of thing, but you could have it like you could paint it like a wooden thing, almost like not a rack, but the sort of compression torture thing they used to use, where they're just tightening stuff on the sides, and it's getting tighter and tighter on his head. Yeah, that would work as well, I think.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah. I like the one without that on, though. I think that one's the one I might eventually pick up.
Yeah. Okay, Jason Rodriguez. There's been some IP borrowing, I think it's fair to say, for this cosmic set. So we have a couple of Star Wars ladies, top left, top right.
Twilight, they're called.
Thank you, Mal. I was about to say I couldn't remember the species. Top middle, you have somebody with a facehugger on them. You then have a Halo helmet left middle, Robocop center middle, right middle. I'm not sure actually what that's from.
It's Space Marines.
Yeah, it looks like Warhammer.
Yeah.
I couldn't see that for looking.
One of the MK, I don't know which mark armors.
Right, and then bottom left we have Mars Attacks, and then Mal, help me out with the other two.
I think the middle one is almost. I think it's a variation on a Mandalorian helmet.
Mandalorian type thing, yeah.
And then the other one's a variation on a Stormtrooper helmet, maybe.
Yeah.
Originally.
Yeah, or maybe one of the
based on something that you see.
Yeah, maybe one of the Sith Lords or something like that.
Yeah.
And there's at least one of those with like just a breathing sort of apparatus. So yeah. So some cool stuff, but you may or may not see this at Legions Con, because Four Horsemen frown a bit on IP infringement. So every single one of these is IP infringement. So
who doesn't want a head cuddler?
Yeah.
Well, here's Judge Dredd, another.
And here's Judge Dredd, basically. It's an amazing set.
Yeah.
It's like everything. It's like the feet, the shins, the pauldrons. So, like, Judge Dredd shoulder armor, the head, the torso, gun.
I don't need the
stick,
torso. I think
everything.
This is not Legions related, really, is it?
It's
it was part of that same pack that we just looked at. So
the judges are cosmic.
Cosmic, yeah. I bought a head off eBay that looked very similar to a Judge Death head. So, I could see myself getting painted versions of this and having homages to Judge Death. And
okay, if you got a Judge Dredd head and you built it out of Legions, but this is just Judge Dredd that needs the torso ball joint and the upper legs.
And the arms.
And the arms. Okay.
And the hands. Come on, John.
Next.
This is more IP infringement, I believe, from Jason. Sorry, Jason, I'm going to go at you. This is just the horsemen don't approve.
Maybe don't include them.
Yeah. No, I'm giving everybody the choice of everything. These are all from a game. I can't remember what the game is called, but you got various knight sets of torsos, pauldrons, cool helmets, and some very big shields. So the Raidan, I presume that's how you pronounce it, is like some sort of demon thing with big hair and giant swords. You got a cool looking knight on the left.
I mean, these are cool. I mean, the swords are amazing. The way they're colored is awesome as well. But yeah.
Moves on, John. There we go. And then two more. The one on the right hand side I particularly like. It's like a Nurgle sort of knight, with a very almost like got rib bones sort of thing on the sword, and the like a steampunk sort of look to the torso and the pauldrons and the helmet. And then on the left is a cool looking female knight, or a very thin 1.0 knight.
Got a bit of angelic vibe, hasn't it?
Yeah. And then there was a set of helmets that came with it. It's like a bonus thing. But to me, these helmets, again, they're based on the characters. So the characters in the game obviously had thin heads, but the heads just look way too thin for me on top of Legion's bodies. Yeah,
agree.
And we've reached the end. And the very last thing is Dusk Till Dawn Studios. So we showed last time. Yeah, we showed last time something that had a stand that you could put the torso, a head, and pauldrons on as like a little display thing. And then they had another one, it's their own stuff. Then they had another one where you could put the weapons into little boxes by the side of it. And now they're doing cosmic stuff. So on the right-hand side, you've got, again, the stand to put the torso and that on. And then you've got, cosmic-looking base, and then holders on the back for the weapons. And you can see there what it looks like, sort of thing. I think that's really cool. I think particularly if you turned it around so the weapons are at the front, the thing facing, that'd be really good. And then on the left-hand side, it's the same piece, but there's also a screen connected up to it as well. So again, you can, be fiddling with your screen while you got armor recharge or weapons recharging or whatever sort of thing. So again, a good Dio piece.
Yeah.
That's something a bit
cool.
different.
That is cool. Bit different. Absolutely.
And I'm done.
Yeah.
Hour and 32, John. That's not too bad.
Well done, Rich. Yeah. It'll be slightly less than that when we're done. But yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks a million for this week.
Yeah. Remember, stay safe out there, everybody. And the best way to stay safe is to say that you're buying Gladiator from Armory Experience and not going to use them as barbarians. Because there are some people that don't like barbarians. They might get angry at Legion, so you never know. So stick to the Gladiators. And I'll stop talking now. Goodbye.